Do you want to make 2025 your best year yet? What if tiny habits could lead you to a better life just by changing the way you think? Stoicism, a philosophy that dates back to ancient Greece and Rome, offers practical advice for living a good life. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, and build resilience through small daily actions. In a world where distractions are endless and life can often feel overwhelming, Stoicism helps us take a step back and cultivate habits that foster mental clarity, emotional strength, and peace. As we enter a new year, it's the perfect time to make a fresh start and adopt habits that can radically transform our lives. The beauty of Stoicism is that it doesn't require a drastic overhaul of our entire existence. Instead, it focuses on simple, small habits that over time lead to big changes. These tiny habits may seem small, but they add up to profound shifts in how we approach life, especially in moments of stress, uncertainty, or doubt. In this video, we'll explore 7 tiny Stoic habits that can significantly improve your mental clarity, emotional strength, and overall well-being in 2025. Whether it's reframing your mindset, embracing discomfort, or practicing gratitude, each of these habits can help you build a more resilient, focused, and content version of yourself. Get ready to make this year your most transformative one yet by incorporating these simple Stoic practices into your daily routine. Habit 1. Morning reflection. 5 minutes of gratitude and intentions. Stoic principle. A powerful Stoic practice that can enhance your mindset for the day is morning reflection. This practice, exemplified by Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations, encourages starting each day with clarity, gratitude, and intentionality. In his daily routine, Marcus would take time to reflect on his purpose, his gratitude for life, and the challenges he would face. This practice helped him cultivate mindfulness, mental focus, and resilience, allowing him to navigate the day with greater wisdom. Application. Spend the first 5 minutes of your day in quiet reflection. Begin by expressing gratitude for the simple blessings of life, your health, the opportunity to learn, or the people around you. This can be done mentally or through journaling. Follow this by setting your intentions for the day, identifying 1 or 2 key goals or virtues you want to focus on, whether it's practicing patience, being more present, or overcoming a specific challenge. This small ritual aligns your mind with purpose and peace before you dive into the busy demands of the day. This habit doesn't require a lot of time or effort, but can create a sense of clarity and emotional stability. It helps you avoid reactive behavior and take proactive steps towards cultivating the right mindset throughout the day. By centering your thoughts in gratitude and intentionality, you can remain calm and focused even when unexpected obstacles arise. Example. Marcus Aurelius is a prime example of using morning reflection. In his Meditations, he would begin his day contemplating the privilege of being alive and considering how best to approach the day ahead, preparing for the difficulties of life with a sense of readiness and gratitude. Quote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Marcus Aurelius. Habit 2. Focus on what you can control. Stoic principle. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is recognizing what is within our control and what is not. Stoics like Epictetus taught that we cannot control external events, but we always have control over our responses. By focusing only on the aspects of life that we can change, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and frustration over things outside our influence. This mindset leads to greater emotional resilience and peace. Application. When faced with a challenge or setback, practice pausing for a moment to assess what is truly within your control. For example, if a project you're working on fails or doesn't meet expectations, instead of stressing over factors like other people's opinions or external circumstances, ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? This simple question can help redirect your energy towards constructive action, whether it's improving your skills, adjusting your approach, or finding new solutions. By letting go of worry over uncontrollable factors, you free yourself from emotional turmoil and can focus your time and energy on what truly matters. This habit can significantly reduce anxiety and improve decision-making, as you'll be spending less time stressing over outcomes and more time engaging with the process. Example: imagine you're leading a project at work and it doesn't go as planned. Instead of blaming others or the circumstances, you choose to focus on what you can control, how you respond to the situation. Perhaps you recognize areas where you can improve your communication or time management. By focusing on these controllable factors, you regain your composure and make improvements moving forward, rather than staying stuck in frustration. Quote, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Epictetus Habit 3. Practice negative visualization. Stoic principle. Negative visualization is a Stoic practice where you deliberately imagine the worst-case scenario in order to better appreciate what you have and reduce fear of the unknown. By contemplating potential losses, whether it's losing a job, a relationship, or your health, you become more resilient to fear and anxiety. This practice shifts your focus from what you fear could happen to what is truly within your control, how you respond to challenges. It also deepens your gratitude for the present by recognizing how much you already have. Application: each week, set aside a few minutes to practice negative visualization. Reflect on the worst possible outcomes in various aspects of your life. Imagine losing something or someone important to you. By allowing yourself to experience the fear and sadness of these hypothetical situations, you can confront them head-on. This exercise doesn't mean you should dwell on negativity or become morbid. Rather, it helps you emotionally prepare for life's uncertainties and allows you to realize that many of the things we worry about are not as catastrophic as we think. This practice also encourages you to appreciate what you have right now, whether it's good health, a stable job, or loved ones, by recognizing that these things are not permanent. By accepting their potential loss, you can foster a greater sense of appreciation and tranquility. Example: Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, practiced negative visualization regularly. He would contemplate the fragility of life and the inevitability of death, reminding himself that everything in life is temporary. This perspective allowed him to live more fully and appreciate each moment. In doing so, he also developed a deep sense of peace and acceptance, regardless of life's uncertainties. Quote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Seneca Habit 4. Reframe your thoughts. Cognitive shifting. Stoic principle. One of the core Stoic teachings is that we have control over how we interpret and respond to external events. The Stoics believed that by shifting our perspective, we can change the emotional impact of challenging situations. This process, called cognitive reframing or shifting, encourages us to see setbacks, failures, and challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth, learning, and self-improvement. The key is not the event itself, but how we choose to interpret and respond to it. Application: whenever you face a negative situation, take a step back and consciously reframe your thoughts. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? For example, if a project is delayed, instead of feeling frustrated or defeated, view it as an opportunity to refine your ideas, develop your problem-solving skills, or strengthen your patience. By reframing, you can transform a seemingly negative situation into a tool for personal growth. This habit helps you detach from emotional reactions and empowers you to choose your responses based on wisdom rather than impulsive feelings. It encourages you to see life through a lens of possibility and resilience rather than one of limitation or failure. Example: imagine a Stoic faced with a setback at work, like a delay in a project deadline. Instead of panicking or complaining, they might reframe the situation by focusing on how the delay gives them more time to improve the project's quality. They could use the additional time to explore alternative approaches, further research the topic, or fine-tune their work, turning the delay into an unexpected advantage. Quote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Epictetus, Habit 5. Limit your desires. Stoic principle. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the pursuit of simplicity and contentment. The Stoics taught that true happiness doesn't come from accumulating wealth or possessions, but from reducing our desires and cultivating a mindset of sufficiency. By limiting unnecessary wants, we free ourselves from the constant craving for more, which only leads to frustration and dissatisfaction. In contrast, when we focus on what we truly need and practice gratitude for it, we create a sense of inner peace and freedom. Application. Take time this year to identify one desire or material possession that you could live without. This could be anything from reducing your spending on luxury items to minimizing your reliance on technology or social media. The goal is not to deprive yourself, but to practice contentment and detachment. By reducing your dependence on things that aren't essential, you can redirect your energy toward what truly matters, whether that's personal growth, relationships, or meaningful work. This habit fosters emotional resilience by helping you detach from the desire for things that don't contribute to your overall well-being. By focusing on what you truly need, you begin to appreciate the value of what you already have and experience a greater sense of peace. Example: consider someone who decides to cut back on unnecessary shopping or stop upgrading gadgets every year. Instead of spending money on things that bring short-lived pleasure, they use that time and energy to invest in their health, hobbies, or relationships. As a result, they experience less stress, greater financial stability, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Quote, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Epictetus, Habit 6. End your day with reflection. Evening journaling. Stoic principle. Stoicism encourages constant self-examination, a practice that allows us to reflect on our actions, thoughts, and emotional responses. This habit of reflection helps us learn from our experiences, recognize areas for improvement, and align our behavior with our values. By reviewing our day, we can become more mindful of how we approach challenges, respond to others, and handle adversity. In doing so, we foster continuous personal growth. Application. Each evening, dedicate a few minutes to reflect on your actions. Ask yourself questions like, what went well today? And what could I have done better? Focus on your responses rather than external factors. Did you remain calm in a stressful situation? Were you patient with others? Were your actions aligned with your values and goals? This simple practice of journaling or reflecting mentally can provide powerful insights into your behavior and mindset, helping you make adjustments for the future. By making this habit a part of your routine, you start to develop greater self-awareness and can actively work on improving your responses and attitudes. Reflection allows you to celebrate small wins and acknowledge mistakes without judgment, learning from them to move forward. Example: Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, regularly examined his actions and thoughts. Each day, he would reflect on his behavior, noting where he succeeded or failed, and where he could apply more wisdom or virtue. By doing this, he cultivated a mindset of continuous improvement, always striving to align his actions with Stoic ideals. Quote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Marcus Aurelius, Habit 7. Practice compassion and empathy. Stoic principle. While Stoicism emphasizes self-reliance and personal resilience, it also underscores the importance of empathy and compassion for others. The Stoics believed that recognizing our shared humanity helps us connect with others even in difficult circumstances. By practicing compassion, we can navigate conflicts with patience, reduce negative emotions, and foster deeper, more meaningful relationships. Understanding others' struggles and perspectives allows us to cultivate wisdom, emotional strength, and harmony in our interactions. Application. To adopt this Stoic habit, practice empathy by attempting to understand the perspectives of others, especially when their actions challenge or frustrate you. Rather than reacting with judgment or anger, step back and consider that everyone has their own battles, struggles, and circumstances that influence their behavior. Take time each day to reflect on your interactions, particularly with people who challenge you, and ask yourself, why might they be behaving this way? This allows you to respond with patience and understanding, rather than irritation or defensiveness. By consistently practicing empathy, you can build stronger relationships and reduce emotional distress. You also create space for growth, as empathy helps you learn from others and expand your worldview. Example: Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, practiced empathy by reminding himself that people who irritate or challenge us are merely doing what they do based on their own nature and circumstances. He believed that responding with kindness and patience was the Stoic way. For example, if someone spoke harshly, he would remind himself that they too were simply humans struggling with their own challenges. Quote, "When you are distressed by an external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your judgment of it." Marcus Aurelius. In this video, we've explored 7 tiny Stoic habits that can lead to a more resilient, peaceful, and meaningful 2025. These habits include starting your day with morning reflection, focusing on what you can control, practicing negative visualization, reframing your thoughts, limiting your desires, journaling in the evening, and practicing compassion and empathy toward others. Each of these habits, though small, can have a powerful impact on your life when practiced consistently. Empowerment. By choosing just 1 or 2 of these habits to implement today, you can begin the journey toward personal transformation. Remember, big changes often come from small daily actions. Whether it's taking a few minutes to reflect each morning or practicing empathy with others, these habits can help you grow stronger mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as you move through the year. With Stoicism, it's not about perfection, but consistent progress. I encourage you to commit to adopting these habits in 2025. Stoicism is a journey that can start with small, consistent steps. Don't feel overwhelmed by the need to master them all at once. Focus on one habit and allow it to guide your growth. If you enjoyed this video and want more content on Stoicism and personal development, make sure to subscribe to stay updated on future tips and insights. As we embrace the new year, let's remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By focusing on cultivating positive habits, we can shape a life that reflects our highest potential. Here's to a Stoic, and fulfilling 2025.